Hi and welcome. My name is Prune and I want to share with you the energetic overview of January 2022. Now, for those of you who usually watch my energy forecast videos, and I want you to know that this is a little bit different. I still have the exercises to align your energy to this cosmic energy. They're in a separate video, so look for the one that says alignment in the title. This is where I want to tell you about the energy. Of course, you can go to my website, pruneharris.com, and read about it. But I wanted to give you the opportunity for us to be together as I talk about it as well, because it's a really, really fascinating vibration that's coming in. And also it's heralding the newness of this energetic year for us. So I want to talk a little bit about that too. There's a big alignment of fire energy in your system this January, or rather there's the potential for alignment. So let me back up and chat a little bit first about what this cosmic vibration is, how it affects us. This one in January comes in with the new moon, and that new moon is very, very early on. It's on the 2nd. So actually, the moon brings in this amazing energy. And as I'm looking at it now, right now, as I'm filming this, the vibration is still a little bit high. I'm filming it just before it's really beginning to settle in. So I'm watching this amazing vibration that's kind of, the best words I can put to the colour is like a really radiant orange. I tried to wear something that would in some way represent that for you. So this radiant orange, simply a vibration, colours are vibration. So this radiant orange holds a very, very specific coding of information in that vibration. We understand that energy, vibration, information, all the same thing. So there is a specific information download that's happening, that's being carried right down into, around, through your own energy systems. So that's what these energy forecasts really explore. It's what this vibration is, how we can translate, how we can make sense of some of the vibration that is all around us, that we're literally marinating in. There's no way that me, you, anyone cannot be affected by this cosmic vibration. And so understanding some of the coding in it, some of the ways it affects you, is really vital for you to be able to make the most out of it. And that's why I'm doing this work with the energy forecast, because actually when we understand more about this cosmic vibration, when we can align our own energy systems to it, it means that we can meet the challenges a little easier, and we can absorb and process and help nurture the gifts within us that this cosmic vibration really calls upon. So when it comes to this January, this amazing radiant orange, it's a big colour, it's a deep colour. So anytime those colours are thicker, deeper, richer colours rather than the finer, the pastel colours, it means that there's a bigger push in your energy system. There's stronger colours that you are interfacing with, that you're having to work with. So anytime there's a deep colour, then we know that there's a sort of a demand within it. And we can resist that demand, or we can find ways to align with it more. But it's not demanding in a negative way, not this colour. This colour comes in and really invites action. Now, for me, that's inherently challenging in a January energy, because January is the deep winter. January is that time to rest, to really pay attention to the inner world, your inner processing, your amazing, beautiful internal nurturing that goes on during that time, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. So we've got this big cosmic field that's inspiring action, inspiring movement, and we've got the seasonal energy that's encouraging stillness. So right there, we've got a challenge. Physically, this radiant orange energy really impacts the lungs. And the reason for that is that it carries an energy of inspiration, inspiring, bringing in that fresh energy. And it means that there's no part of your system that's going to be untouched by this radiant orange. It's going to find its way into the places that you hide from. It's going to find its way into the places of beautiful empowerment within you and shadow within you. Those little parts of ourselves that we tuck away because we're not quite comfortable with them. So one of the ways I think would be really lovely for you to work this month to help settle yourself deeply into this push-pull energy is to find ways of moving, find ways of dreaming into your action that's going to come forward more in the spring. But it's about nurturing that passion within you. Now, passion can include a lot of external movement. You can roar through your life like a wild flame. But that passion can also be nurtured deep in your heart, that amazing spark of life, your passion for life. That's what this month is really inspiring. And actually, of course, that passion for life can be housed even in the bigness and the stillness of the winter time. So let's just think about that for a moment. What is your passion for life? Do you have a passion for life? So often when we're moving more in our habitual energy fields, just getting through the day, getting things done, rushing from one thing on the to-do list to the next, to the next, to the next. When you feel like that, quite often that passion, that heart flame can become really dimmed. Just the little ember, the memory of that heart flame, rather than it warming your entire heart system, filling you with love, enabling you to connect on every level with everything around you and also with those places deep inside you. So let's just think about that. How is your passion right now? How's your passion for life? How's your passion for expressing who you are? How are you nurturing that passion? Are you nurturing it? These are all of these beautiful questions that this January cosmic energy is going to be helping move inside you. So give yourself time and space to consider them. For me, I do a lot of my meditating, a lot of my deep thinking, a lot of my shadow work as I'm walking. And that would be brilliant this month because we're finding the way to have movement and that deep internal examination and stillness. So maybe that works for you. Maybe it doesn't. You're going to find your own ways of bringing movement into your energy system, movement into your ideas, movement into some of the places in your life that are a bit stuck, a bit stagnant. The other big place that this radiant orange vibration is going to really activate in you is that place of inspiration. What inspires you? And of course, it's very close to that passion, isn't it? But it's slightly different. It's how do you bring that inspiration in to nurture that spark, that life force, that passion within you. So, who inspires you? What inspires you? What are you doing to nurture that inspiration? What podcasts or films or conversations with friends, books, what are you engaging with that actually lift you? There's so much uncertainty and so much heaviness where we are in our modern times right now. And it's really important that we honour that and that we keep exploring that to see how we can transmute it, how we can transform it. But if we put all of our attention into those bad news stories, the heaviness, the pain, the sorrows, the trauma, then actually that becomes the world that we're creating. That becomes our reality. And of course, that's only one part of our human story right now. There's also the amazing courage, connection, inspiration, all of the good news stories that we have in our families or our communities, in our daily life, or maybe the ones that we have to really go searching for. I often spend time on the internet or looking through the newspapers or magazines. What are the good news stories? How can I continue to really nurture my hope, my optimism, my deep, deep faith that we're going to find a solution to the challenges that we are currently working with? So what inspires you, and how are you bringing that inspiration really close in this beautiful midwinter time? Looking for that inspiration and almost wrapping yourself up in it can really empower your energy systems. And of course, we're at this gateway of the year. We're at the time when 2022 sort of opens its door and we move through it. It's a transition time, as well as that beautiful new moon energy bringing in this cosmic vibration. So one of the big themes that's going to move throughout this year is that place of courageous warriorship. This orange, inspiring, passionate or passion bringer or passion activator, that energy is going to help you walk through 2022 with courage, with that place of compassionate warriorship. And that is going to be one of the big, big themes all of this year. How do you hold your hope? How do you really inspire, nurture, call your courage forward? And the reason that's so important is that those energies in your energy field are part of your creative energy field. They're the parts that, wow, we interact with life in a whole different way when we're operating within that creative energy field. Different vibrations in your physicality, from the functional that just keeps us functioning, from the habitual, which is that sort of just get through the day. It's very close to survival or fight, flight, freeze. And then the creative energy field, which is about not just expansiveness, but being able to live your big soul expression, to be you in all of its fullness, not just in the functioning part of yourself, but in the potential. This is where we find the amazing answers that are going to come forward to solve some of the societal challenges that we're working with right now, some of the personal challenges that you're working with right now. They're not going to be solved through that habitual fight, flight, freeze patterning in your system. They're going to be solved as you move into this creative. All right. Lots of information there. I really wish for you that January brings that inspiration and that you have a easy and joyful movement as that passion begins to spark more in your system. I've got 2 videos out to help you align your energy system. One really looks at the lung health and how to bring in balance that place of energetic alignment with this radiant orange. And then the second video on my members channel on YouTube really looks at ways that we can activate the soul energy so that it radiates out to meet this radiant orange energy. Much love to you. Bye-bye.